Thank You Crafty here. Going to talk about our next week, which is, hold on, I just don't know the number. Week 10, alphabets and numbers. So, when you look at the scrapbook.com organization this week and all the tips and stuff they talk to you about, they are separating all their alphabets and numbers and they're putting all of them, let me back up. There's a bunch of different ways you can organize them. You could literally put all your alphabets and numbers in one place, whether they be rub-ons, stickers, chipboard, stamps, whatever. Or, and then there's tons of different ways you can do it. You could do a catalog, you could do folders, you could do bins, you could do all that kind of stuff. I, however, am keeping all my letters, alphabets, and numbers together in whatever type they are, if that makes sense. So if it's ephemera, it's staying with my ephemera. If it's part of a collection, it's going to stay with that collection. If it's a stamp, it's going to stay with all my stamps. The typical alpha stickers, though, whether they be chipboard, puffy stickers, enamel, if it's an alpha sheet, I have all those in one place together. And let me show you where I keep mine. I keep them in this lovely bin. This bin, I think I found this bin at TJ Maxx a long time ago. I don't even remember for sure, but it kind of fits in my cube. It sticks out a little bit, and I just have the handle stick out, which is nice. But I like this because I can flip through them and see what I have. And if they're loose or they're tiny, usually I try to put them in the front, but I've been digging around in here lately, so that is not happened. This is a random piece of plastic. Okay. And then these ones are so old, but there's plenty of them. I don't want to just throw them out, that they don't really stick anymore. So I just kind of shoved them in this bag. You saw I have these chipboard ones, also just in a baggie. But yeah, that is how I have mine. And if I have, in the past, if I have cut them apart, which I don't know why I did that, I did have them clipped together. These are old Making Memories stickers. But yeah, or even just these, but I clipped them together. So this is how I store mine. So all my alphas, whether they be chipboard stickers, if it's like an alpha sheet, it goes in here. Unless it's a part of a collection, then it's going to go with that collection. Unless it's part of, or with my rub-ons and stickers, that's all going to go in a different area. So depending on how you want to store your alphas, there's really a lot of different ways. I just put all my alphas, thickers, and chipboard, whatever, stickers all together. So all my alphas are here. So if I know I'm building a title, I go to one spot. And then obviously if I'm using a collection, there's going to be those. I don't have a lot of loose alphas. If I've done, let's say, a cut file title or something, I didn't like it, I will put it in here in a baggie, because then that's a full title. But that, yeah, is a whole nother day. So next week we will deal with stickers and rub-ons, and I'll show you where I put my thicker titles and all that stuff in my rub-ons. So I'll show you all that next week. But this is a good spot, and it's literally right at my feet in a cube. But yeah, so lately I've been working on collections, and I haven't been dipping into these as much. I try to, though, if I don't have the right color that I'm thinking or wishing for. But yeah, I don't tend to use my alphas as much, which is kind of sad, but I'm trying to use them more than I used to. It's kind of hit or miss if I do, I guess. But I have a ton of typical blue, black, I occasionally will go through them too and donate or discard ones I haven't touched in a long time, because what's the point, right? All right, so there's that. And then what I figured I would show you, I am starting to get some mojo back. What I figured I'd show you for the next few weeks are things I got for Black Friday deals. So this will kind of stretch out, but I have a bunch of things shipping and arriving this week, so I'll show you that stuff next week. But I'll show you the other thing I got, and then obviously if I get anything for Christmas. But I'll show you what I got. Pink Fresh Studio was having an amazing sale, and this was even before Black Friday. And so I grabbed a bunch of stuff because I did a warehouse box of theirs was it the summer? Yeah, it was the summer. And I got kind of pieces of some collections, and I really wanted a little bit more of each of those collections to boost them up. So I grabbed those collections, some more from some of those collections. So I'm really excited about that. So I'll show you that right here, right now. So I picked up, first of all, this stamp set is adorable. There's fruit, and I have, my niece did a strawberry birthday, so that was the main reason I really like this. But oh my gosh, like seriously, apples, oranges, lemons, super cute, clear stamps. They say things like, you're sweet inside and out, find the sweet in your sour, you make me feel good about myself, we're basically awesome together. And so, you know, we make the perfect pair, and you can put 2 pairs, awesome. And then I figured, in hopes that I'm getting a mini die cut machine, I really hinted towards my husband, because that is one thing I didn't want to quote unquote buy for myself. It's one thing I really wanted, and so I'm really hoping I get it. But in hopes that I get it, I also got the coordinating dies. So that made me happy as well. So yeah, that's these, which I'm excited to use for the first time. So I got that, and they had a bunch of other stamps in their clearance section. I know they still do, so you could go check them out. I'll leave a link to Pink Fresh Studios shopping down below. So I got that. I also got, let's see, I actually got a decent amount of Indigo Hills 2, and I really like it. So I don't think I got a ton of papers. I can't remember. I remember I got a decent amount, and I have a lot of the ephemera and stuff, so I decided to just grab the puffy stickers and the chipboard stickers, because this is gorgeous, and I'm into frames, and I'm hoping I can use them, and now that I'm like collecting them, I'm going to have to. So I grabbed the puffy stickers and the chipboard stickers of Indigo Hills too. And then I got a lot of ephemera and like embellishments of Joyful Day. So I grabbed the 6x6 paper pad, as well as the 12x12 paper pad, which I was excited about that. So I grabbed those. And I had a taste of Everyday Musings, so I decided to get the rest. And I hemmed and hawed if I should just get the 6x6 or the 12s, and I decided to get both because they were seriously super cheap, you guys. You should go check it out if they still have more. So I got the 12x12 Everyday Musings, the 6x6 of the Everyday Musings. I got the puffy stickers of Everyday Musings. I've got the Everyday Musings ephemera pack. I got the Puffy Accents, great titles, and this is very yellow gold, so it's very specific. And then these Everyday Musings chipboard frames as well, because I figured they would be fun. And I have some fun ideas for some fun grid layouts with a bunch of frames. So yeah, so that is another Black Friday early deals that I got. I snagged some more Pink Fresh Studio, so now my Pink Fresh Studio drawer is pretty full. I think I'm gonna dip into some of that for a page here pretty soon. I'm excited about some challenges that are coming up, so stay tuned for some videos from me in December, hopefully. But yeah, I definitely think, if you guys remember from my Felicity Jane grab bag opening that I did last week, or on Sunday, it was Sunday, yeah. I think I am going to try and do start a traveler's notebook, and I used to journal and like do diary type things, so I figured I would start journaling at least once a month and make a traveler's notebook, either 1 or 2 page spread or something each month. So I'm going to start doing that, and I'll make sure to do that like on the certain day of the week every month or something like that. But yeah, other than that, I'm not sure what I want to work on. If I want to try to kill a collection or work on a different collection each week to kind of keep my stuff spiced up and keep it fresh. So let me know what you think about that, because I'm getting a lot of new collections, and because I've killed a lot of my stash and my old stuff, so that's making me really happy. So yeah, let me know about that. Otherwise, you'll probably see more videos of my baby album, because that is what I'm working on now. So thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more. We'll see you next time. Bye. I decided, since last I showed you all of my my Pink Fresh Studio kind of haul for the holidays, I would document this photo of our first outing after my son was born. And I figured I'm wearing this very deep purple shirt. Why not use indigo heels too? Lots of deep purples and beautiful colors. And I was flicking through, I only have these few 12 by 12s. I have Highland, which I like, but I'm gonna do the Secret Not Secret Kit Club Thursday sketch. Thursday night sketch from the end of November. And I'm thinking, because I have a cut file that kind of is reminiscent of those triangles. So I was thinking about using this as my background actually. And I'm going to cut it out in this dark blue cardstock. So it kind of blends in. So we'll see what that looks like. And if that doesn't work, then I'll change it up. But that's what my plan is. So let's do this, right? All right, so I had this gorgeous background cut file that I wanted to use from Cut to You, and my silhouette, I thought I was about to get really mad at it when I realized it was my bad. So I had been making some stockings, and I needed to, I was cutting fabric, so I had my fabric blade in, so I knew I had switched from my fabric blade to my regular ratchet blade. And it, like, I did a run through of this cut file and it kind of cut. And I was like, well, maybe I just need to go over it again. So I didn't remove my mat and I put it back in, and then it cut it different. It like shifted the design somehow. And then it still didn't cut all the way through. I was like, what the heck? Then I remembered my sister was there this weekend and we were cutting vinyl. I forgot I had changed my blade depth. So I ended up cutting the cut file 3 times before I actually got it to like actually cut. So it kind of wonkified a lot of things. It kind of like halfway cut through. So then it was having, and this cardstock's older, so it was kind of halfway like peeling layers of the cardstock apart. So the cut file looked like a mess. So it was like a whole attached 12 by 12, and I think it's kind of a blessing in disguise because I was just going to use the whole background cut file. But then when I saw how some spots were so messy and just like, and then taking it off the mat, some of them ripped and a bunch of spots ripped, I decided, you know what, I'm just going to cut it apart. And then it will kind of match the sketch a little bit better because there's just triangles going across the page diagonally, not like throughout the whole background. So that's what I ended up with. I ended up cutting like 2 chunks of like clusters of triangles and then figuring out where I wanted them on my page. You saw me glue them down, added a couple layers of paper, and this is all from the Indigo Hills 2 collection. I don't think I use anything for my stash. Nope, all this collection. So now I'm just looking through like the tags and ephemera after putting layers on, and I know I want my photo to go here. 1, because it's kind of the center, but a little off kilter, and that's kind of how the sketch is. 2, because that's where most of the cut file mistakes are. There's one off to the left-hand side, which you can't super see. And I think that's the benefit of being on this kind of busy background where the pattern, the leaves in the pattern are the same color as the cut file. So some of it kind of blends. So, which is nice. This is a good way to do a cut file where it is not the prime focus, but it definitely brings something to your layout. And I really like the way this turned out. I love it. I love this collection. I wish I had more papers. I still might. We'll see. There's still a lot of sales going on. I might have to get more Indigo Hills too. Even if I just go get some of the... Ooh, and do you know what? When I'm doing this voiceover, I just won the Paper Issues drawing from November. So I have a $10 gift card. I think I know what I'm going to get. I was trying to figure out what I was going to get because I was thinking, there's so many options. Maybe I'll see if they have any more Indigo Hills 2 paper. Okay, well, so I'm trying some ephemera. I love these little chipboard hearts, and so I want to sprinkle a couple of them. I don't want to go too crazy with this layout, and so I really like these florals, but I feel like they're just too much. Like, they're gorgeous, and I'm so glad I can do florals, and I'm realizing, like, especially with my son's baby pictures that are of us and sweetness and everything, I'm like, I won't feel as bad about putting florals on. But yeah, there's just too much on there. And then I looked at the puffy stickers, and it also was bringing a bunch of colors in that I didn't want to bring in. I wanted this mainly to be the purples and the blues. And a few other pops of color would be fine. But then I saw, yeah, that there's these viney leaves that kind of go, that are basically the same shape and design of the background, that are more blues and purple hues. The colors to me don't stand out as much, maybe too because they're not as big, these giant big clusters. So they're a lot more subtle. So I really like that. So I'm going to end up tucking those in. So I'm popping this up on foam so it stands up a little bit, especially because I'm going to put that chipboard frame over to the right and trim off what is not needed so it doesn't kind of get in the way. Even though now I realize, like, I could have trimmed off more that hides, no wonder the layout doesn't look super wonky, but it definitely raises up over there by the gold part of that tag. And I did my journaling off camera, put a little weight on it. I did my journaling off camera. This is where I'm finding those puffy stickers and realizing I like those a lot better. But yeah, I did my journaling off camera on that left-hand side of the tag that goes over. And I wish I would have wrote more, and I have more I could write, but this page is so simplistic. I wanted to leave it. I didn't want to clutter it up. I should have wrote smaller. Shoulda, coulda, wouldas, right? But I will have more pages too, and I might have like a companion page to go across it. That's like a project life page that I can, a pocket page that I can do a lot more journaling on. Maybe I can type or something so it's more, because I have all this journaling I can use, because I kept like a diary on this awesome app when my son was a baby, which was really cool. So to help keep track of feedings and doctor's appointments and his growth and milestones. So it was a really good app, and I have all this stuff downloaded so I can access that. But just using the few vines and a couple other little floral sprigs from the puffy sticker sheet, which is really fun, and I like that. Yeah, they're giving me the same effect but not as loud. And so then I have this Perfect Pearls Mists heirloom gold that I am sprinkling on. So it gives a little bit of gold shimmer and splatters across the diagonal on the opposite of what the cut file is. But it's not like in your face gold. So it's just subtle there. But here's some close-ups. I really like the way this turned out. I love that I was just able to use some ephemera as my title piece. And thanks for watching. Bye!